Hey, what's up? It's the Brogster. Welcome to episode 2 of Brogster Quotes. Today's episode, I have a quote from the Stoic Marcus Aurelius, and here's what he says. From his book Meditations, he writes, "If you are pained by external things, it is not that they disturb you, but your own judgment of them, and it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now." So Marcus Aurelius writes, if you are pained by external things, what are external things? For the Stoics, there is the internal and the external. And the internal you can control, and the external you cannot. So the internal is what you can completely control, 100%. And those are your thoughts and your actions. You have complete control over those. But you do not have complete control over external things. That is, events, the results of your actions, your reputation, what people think of you, what ends up happening. Your fate is another external thing. And so for the Stoics, you don't have control over those things. So just for that clarification, they're talking about things that you cannot control. Anything that's not your thoughts and your actions. So for the most part, this is talking about events in your life. But it can also mean, people's opinions of you and plenty of other things. But for the most part, I'm going to focus on events for this video. So so what he's saying here is no event in and of itself can make you feel bad about it. It's what you think about the event that makes you upset. It makes you pained by it. So here's a few examples. It's not the fact that getting cut off in traffic is in and of itself an activity that just pains the human soul. That every time another human cuts off another human in traffic, that the human that gets cut off is just they just take damage. They just take No, it's not that. It's that your perception of when you're cut off is your perception of when you get cut off in traffic is what's making you upset about it. And so most likely you don't need to think that is as big as a deal as it is if you're getting upset at it. It's not the fact that death is upsetting. It's your perception of death is upsetting. So a lot of people are upset that they're going to die. That's a normal human thing. But you can change your perception about death. You don't have to fear it. Shoot, there's a Epictetus quote. I can't change the fact that I'm going to die, but I can change my fear of death. Okay, here. I paused the video, but I figured it out. Okay. Epictetus wrote, I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it. I'm not going to explain right now why you shouldn't fear death. That's probably another video, but the point is, you can change your judgment on it, and you don't have to be upset about it. And it's not that it's inherently upsetting. It's not that every human is just going to be pissed off that they're going to die. It's that some humans have a judgment that makes them feel bad about it. It's not inherently in and of itself bad that you're in a traffic jam. It's that you got upset that you're in a traffic jam. Like for me, when I'm in a traffic jam, I'm just like vibing to music. I'm like dancing in my car, like singing karaoke. And usually I'm not in a hurry to get any place, so traffic jams are not big deals at all for me. When they are for other people who make the judgment that they are big deals and are something to be mad at. So once you understand this idea fully, that it's not things that upset you, it's how you think about them that upsets you, you can really start to learn to not be affected by so many things. You don't have to be so upset and mad at minor inconveniences. And then once you kind of learn how to change your perception about minor inconveniences, you can learn to not care so much about, I don't know, medium inconveniences. And then so on and so forth. And over time, you can learn to just not be so upset by events in general. And so this is a good thing to know. It doesn't really tell you how, to wipe out your judgment, like he says, about external things. He doesn't say, how to change your judgment, but you really got to understand this before you start doing that. You really got to accept that this is truth. Because if you can't accept that it's your judgment that's making you upset, and you just say, oh, it's the thing that made me upset. It's not my judgment. This thing is just inherently upsetting. whatever that thing is, then you're never going to be able to change your judgment, because you're going to just think, oh, this thing is inherently upsetting. There's nothing I can do about it. It's I can't I can't change my judgment about it. This thing is just upsetting. It's just the way it is. But once you understand that it is changeable through your judgment, then you can start to learn to stop being affected by external circumstances, external events as much. And it's a really powerful idea that's a big part about Stoicism, and I'll probably have some later quotes about how exactly to do this, because they have a few techniques that they talk about in Stoicism. But that's basically it for this video, and I want you to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.